sauerkraut. Bubble tea and sauerkraut. Bubble tea and sauerkraut. Bubble tea and sauerkraut. I just want to sit well, you know.
It's completely fine.
So I can look at you.
I'm just teasing you.
Okay, like always.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of your favorite interracial podcast, Bubble Tea and Sauerkraut. I am Matthias, aka Sauerkraut.
I'm Ben, aka aka Bubble Tea.
I mean, I've just been waiting for one of us to get this wrong. But I have to admit, like, each time before we start, I say it in my head 1,000 times. Because I'm very tempted to make the same mistake you just made.
What do you tend to say, you're Bubble Tea?
Yes. Okay. Just because, like, say, like, we're Bubble Tea and Sauerkraut. And then in my head, it's like, I'm saying, like, AKA. And then I would also say the first word of the name. You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay. But I don't really know why I keep saying sauerkraut.
Maybe because it's the cooler part of the name. Anyways, so what happened this week? We're going to do a very quick recap because one of the things that happened last week or this week was that our last episode was not that exciting.
Yeah.
We mainly just talked about our week.
But I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It got better towards the end, but... And I mean, the funny thing was, like, it was the most scripted episode we've done so far.
Was it?
Yeah. Because, like, I had, like, in my head, I very much knew what I wanted to say, and then I also had it written down, like, which stuff I want to talk about. But I know, like, and it was a mistake. So we're switching the whole thing again. Switching it up again. So what happened last week? Very quickly, Ben almost died. Curfew in Germany is partially lifted. We finished Itaewon class.
Itaewon class. 사장님. Is that 사장님?
사장님?
Boss.
Oh, I don't know. Anyways, we watched Itaewon class. If you haven't, go watch it and then tell us what you thought of the last 3 episodes.
Or the whole series.
Or the whole series in general. Because, I mean, without spoiling anything, the last episodes were supposed to be the climax, and we thought they were the most boring ones.
Yes. But, yeah, just take a look and you will know what we are saying. Like, yes.
And, I mean, we started the podcast in real YouTuber fashion with a little bit of clickbait by saying you almost died. You know how YouTubers do this? They're like... story time, the time my Uber driver almost, tried to kidnap me. And then they tell the story and it's just like, the poor dude took a wrong turn once. But how did you almost die?
So anyway, I don't know, when was that? Wednesday or something?
I don't know, sometime this week.
Yeah, sometime this week. The weather was so nice, so amazing. So I decided to go out for cycling because that's sort of my hobby. And I was very happy riding my bike and so on and so on. And when I turned into the Fahrradweg along Isar, and I fell.
So when he turned the corner...
Yeah, I turned a corner.
He slipped.
Yeah, I slipped.
And it looks like it doesn't look that nice on his leg, but he survived.
Yeah, I survived. And in my imagination, in my memory, I think I was pretty slow, but still somehow I slipped.
I don't think the speed matters. Hold on, I just choked on my own spit.
And also because I think here in Germany, you have this Steinchen on the street, which doesn't help at all.
Yeah, well, we have the little stones, like the splits on... Like the roads everywhere. Because like in the winter when there's snow, you don't slip.
Exactly.
But then when the snow just melted and it's only the little stones on there, then it's quite easy to slip on it. With the
so fucking dangerous. And I was like, Scheiße!
But cycling in Germany for Ben is just cursed.
Yeah, so cursed. Like either my tire went flat or I just hurt myself.
So what did you learn from that? Just don't go cycling.
I'll keep trying.
Or don't go cycling alone. Because when you go with me, everything's fine.
No, then your tire
Then I got the tire, but it's still different. At least you don't get hurt. That's the important part.
Well, now it's slowly healing, but still, whenever now I turn a corner, I just kind of afraid I'm going to fall again.
And he always threatens me when I'm like remotely mean to him. He's like, "Don't be mean to me, or I'm gonna tell people you hit me," and then just like shows me his leg, which is like turning blue now.
Does anyone want to see?
I don't know. I don't, and I'm forced to see it all the time.
I don't think. No, it doesn't look that bad at all.
No, it doesn't look that bad.
It looks actually very minimal.
No, that's fine.
But like, because I didn't realize I was hurt, so I just kept writing. And then after like 30 minutes or something, and I was like, no, this hurts a little. And then another 30 minutes was like, no, I have to go home. That's when I decided to go home.
But don't worry, he is fine. And next time I will just go with him in the hopes that he will not get hurt. But, and then the third and final news of the week, which is that the lockdown got lifted, or like the curfew got lifted here in Munich. Which is, whenever something like this happens, I'm wondering if in a couple of months, because like, so quick explanation for those who don't live here, until last Monday, you had to be at home after 9 p.m. in the evening. Like, only if you had a very good excuse why you were outside, you were allowed to be outside. And they lifted that. And now whenever I talk about this, I'm wondering if like in a couple of months, if, for example, we listen back to this episode or we talk to friends or something like this, is it going to be like, ha ha ha, remember when we weren't allowed to leave the house after 9 p.m.? Or is it going to be like the complete opposite? That's going to be like, oh my God, do you remember when we were still allowed to leave the house until 9 p.m.?
You will never know.
You will never know.
But we will see. I think it's doing relatively well.
I hope so too, but you never know. Anyways, this was our week, or the little recap. So Let's go to the theme of this week, which is going to be, what is it called exactly? 36 questions to fall in love.
Yeah, so the first time we did this thing, should we say a survey? No, a query.
No, it's just a couple of questions.
Yeah, because we were driving back to Coburg, and then I was very bored, and then we found this thing on, where is it?
Just some website. It's everywhere on the internet.
Yeah, and then, it was kind of fun, but also kind of, like...
I mean,
dig in your secret.
But I mean, it's been how many years now that we did it? Like 3 years?
I guess. I don't remember.
So I don't remember any of the questions. I'm not even sure if I'm going to remember any of your answers.
Yeah.
But I mean, one of the reasons we do it, first of all, this can be like our delayed Valentine's Day episode. And also, this week we had our 5-year anniversary.
Ta-da, 5 years.
And because we've been together for so long and don't love each other anymore the way we did at the beginning, I figured it would be a good idea to do those 36 questions.
Unbelievable. See? Who's the mean one here, eh?
I don't know.
First domestic violence.
Oh yeah, first, yeah.
And then yes.
Just like, I'm just abusing you continuously. Without
emotional and physically, eh?
It's horrible. Anyways, let's move on. So we're just going to go through the questions one by one. So today might be a little bit longer than our normal 35 minutes, but we'll see. Okay. I'm also going to be curious how much you have to edit out, either because we realize afterwards this response is not something we want to be on the internet, or because also, this is something Ben is super mean to me recently because I make a lot of pronunciation mistakes for some reason at the moment. Anyways, or because Ben, in typical Ben fashion, I ask him a question and he just stays silent for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then responds. But that is something that can be solved with the magic of editing.
So. We can just do 2 episodes. We will see.
We will see how long it will be. If we're at minute 35 and we're only at question 3, then maybe we should split it up.
I hope not.
Well, anyways, and then maybe our listeners will then also fall in love with us.
I hope you all do.
I hope so too. Okay, you ready? So I'm going to ask you the question. I'm going to try to not read the questions in advance, so it's relatively spontaneous.
Okay.
Don't try to think too much. I ask you the question, you answer first, then I answer. Okay?
We can do half. Okay.
Okay, I mean, I think there are like a couple of sets anyway, so we can
Okay.
always switch with a new set. So first round, me ask question, you respond, and then I respond. Question number 1. Given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
As a dinner guest, 蔡英文 Taiwanese president 蔡英文 Hello. I want her to be our guest. Although it will be very stressful, I think.
I think so too.
Oh God. Oh, just our. Can I? Is there only going to be one guest? Oh.
I mean, I think we're talking about like just like one dinner guest. Yeah, like one. We're talking about one person.
Yeah, 蔡英文 or our TV crush.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, for me, it would be the first person that always comes to mind with stuff like this, because I'm not going to go with like friends or family, like someone where it's like very unrealistic that it's actually ever going to happen.
Yeah.
For me, it's Tina Fey.
Oh.
Because first of all, I love her. I love her in everything I ever see with her. And I think she would just be incredibly hilarious. And deep down, I'm just hoping that we become best friends. And then she invites me to like meet Amy Poehler and like all those other funny people.
Oh my God.
And then I
I'm
can
down
like
for it.
hang out with them.
I think she would be attracted to me.
You think she would be attracted to you?
Eh? How do you say it? No,
Why do you think Tina Fey is gonna think you're sexy?
Because I'm funny, I'm gay.
Yeah, like you're trying to say you think she's gonna like you.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we'll be like better friends than you.
Well, I don't care as long as I then get invited to fancy parties. Even though I'm not sure if Tina Fey goes to a lot of fancy parties.
Oh my God, then I want to change my answer.
Too late. I feel like this was also the first time we did it, because I think I also said Tina Fey. I think you also said Tsai Ing-wen, and afterwards you were also like, "Oh, I'm gonna change my answer." But there's no taking back.
Fine.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, would you like to be famous in what way?
What do you mean? What way?
Like, what would, if you want to be famous? You can also say like, "No, I don't want to be famous." But if you say you want to be famous, like, what would you want to be famous for? You know, would you want to be an actor? Do you want, something like this?
Like what we are doing now as YouTuber.
You want to be a famous YouTuber?
Yeah, I guess. A pretty one.
Okay.
A fashionable one.
A fashionable one.
I don't
You
know.
already are a pretty YouTuber, Pepe.
Thank you. I know.
Would I want to be famous?
Wait, my toe is stuck.
So, Ben played with our little, what is it called, like coffee table, and his toe got stuck at the coffee table. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Anyways, do I want to be famous? I mean, a little bit, yeah. I think also with like what we're doing here, because I would not want to be like, like Emma Stone, Leonardo DiCaprio famous. I still want to be able to like go out of the house and wear a pair of sunglasses and people maybe don't recognize you. I want to be like, I make good money by just being on the internet once a week famous.
Yeah, like actually, because like when I was little, my dream was to be an actor.
Really? Okay.
In Broadway. How gay. But that was my dream.
No, what I always like kind of like, I hope I'm not the only one who does that, but like, when you can't sleep at night and you kind of like think about scenarios that are never going to happen. One of my scenarios, like one of the things I always think would be fun when you're famous is kind of like, first of all, like be on talk shows or those videos when like celebrities surprise their fans. First of all, like looks very fun, and then second of all, you can make people very happy with. It sounds horrible to say with very little effort, but like it's very easy to make them happy. But just like, hey, like I'm surprising you. Let's spend some time together.
But I think I have a new goal. We keep like my new goal is like someone make our video into a meme.
Yeah, maybe one day. I mean, we're trying to do that
Right?
ourselves, but so
That's
far it's
cool.
failing. All right, next question number 3. Before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you're going to say and why?
Oh, not really. I mean, if it's an important telephone call, then I will probably rehearse. But if it's just a very normal phone call, then no. Why do you want to rehearse that?
Okay. For me, it's more like yes, but more like yes, I used to. So before, like what changed about it was like my current job. I talk on the phone all day. Like I'm in sales, I do a lot of cold calling. And there you kind of like, have your basics, you know what to expect, you know what to say and everything. So there I don't rehearse. And this also copied into my private life, where I'm a lot like, I can be very spontaneous on the phone. But I remember probably before I started working, there was quite often before I did a phone call, I like rehearsed at least the first couple sentences in my head.
Wow, I don't.
But I also don't know. I mean, why did I do that? I guess because especially if it's like somewhat important, or even if it's not important, you don't want to. I was always like, oh, I don't want to embarrass myself, like the story of people when they like hang up and they say like, I love you to like their boss by accident because they used to.
Nah, I think
You don't even do that. Like, for example, if you call someone and you have to speak German.
no.
Interesting. Very admirable.
I mean, because everyone knows my German is not that great, so they wouldn't be, expecting me speaking like fluent German or something.
But still, like I remember when we were in Beijing and we would always have to call the waterman, so like the person that like brings a big bottle of water to your apartment. And even though the sentence was super simple with like, hey, this is apartment 123, can you please bring us a bottle of water? And then brought like this 10-liter thing. Even then, even though like you've done it a couple of times, still like before I would always be like, okay, we're like, and then I would actually call him, so like I would still rehearse it.
Wow, no, I don't.
Really? Okay.
I'm not afraid of being embarrassed.
Very impressive.
Yeah, I have a very thick face.
Did you just call yourself fat? I know what you mean, but I think in English you say you have thick skin.
Oh, thick skin. 厚脸皮. That's also skin.
You also say skin, so why did you say face?
因为厚脸啊.
Okay, fine.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I feel like I'm going to say a lot of anyways. Okay, next question.
Yeah, you do.
But that's the easiest way how I can transition to the next question. Okay, question number 4. What would constitute a perfect day for you?
Wow, just nice time.
Yeah, obviously a perfect day would that you have a nice time, baby.
Simple.
But give some examples of what you would want to do.
Like just a nice dinner and then a nice movie and nice music.
We're talking day, not date.
Oh, okay. Wow, okay. You first.
Okay, me first. The perfect day for me, not that difficult, actually pretty easy. And like we spend that day quite often. It's in a sense like we wake up, but we don't get up. And then, we just chill in bed for a little bit. And sometimes even just for an hour. And then I go back to take a nap. And then like 2 hours later, we get up and we have lunch. And we chill a little bit more. Then we get ready for the day. Like we go out and take a walk or we go shopping. Then maybe I get to like try some weird stuff I saw on the internet in regards to like cooking. And then in the evening, if it's not Corona times, maybe go with friends, have a drink. Or in Corona times, just chill at home, watch a movie, play video games. Just like the perfect day for me is if I don't feel pressured like doing anything. So everything I'm going to do is because like I feel like doing that in that moment.
Well said. I think for me it's also the same. Nothing particular, very simple but very enjoyable. Joyful day.
A joyful day.
Enjoy.
Like today.
And normally that involves a lot of dancing and singing.
Really?
Yeah, so my perfect day is me sitting in the room and then sing.
That's the worst possible scenario for me, though.
Next question.
Next question. Okay, I see. Like, we're supposed to fall in love. We're just gonna get in a fight after this. Question number 5. Oh yeah, okay, that's gonna be very easy for you. When did you last sing to yourself or to someone else?
I just did.
Just 5 seconds ago. Same for me. Just like we sometimes just like sing whatever we were about to say in song.
Yes, because singing is something you do when you are happy, you know. And now I'm happy. I'm happy all the time, so I sing a lot.
So
Yeah, guys, do you ever notice that when you are sad, you don't sing? Okay.
Okay. Short but very good. Question number 6. If you were able to live in the age of 90... No, sorry, again. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want?
My mind.
Same.
Yeah. I mean, body is just body.
No.
I don't really mind how I look because I know I'm pretty.
No.
And that's your mind.
And even if I, like, for example, can't walk anymore, but I'm in a wheelchair or something, yeah, it's going to be annoying. But what does the body of a 30-year-old do for me if I don't remember anything that happened 2 minutes ago?
Exactly. So that's very important.
What a dumb question.
Yeah, who would choose their body?
Who would choose their body? Very vain people. But okay. Question number 7. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die?
What? Oh, God. I think diabetes.
What? Okay.
Because I love sweet foods too much.
But does your family have a history of diabetes?
Yes.
Ah, interesting.
So, yeah, I'm always afraid of that.
Okay. Well, my secret hunch is a heart attack.
Oh, God.
Just because family history.
Yeah, see, we all come from, our family history.
And I actually read, or cancer, not because of family history, but I actually read somewhere, I don't know if that's true, sorry if that's completely untrue, but they say, like, our generation, we're all either gonna die from heart disease or cancer.
Yeah, food.
Yeah, probably. Food, environment, everything. So that went dark very quickly.
Oof.
So let's move on.
Heavy.
Oh, need 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common. I mean, okay, this question works a lot better if you don't know each other, which this questionnaire is made for. Like, we're strangers.
We love food.
But yeah, so we can just say stuff. Yeah, we both love food.
And we love to chill.
Yeah, we're both very relaxed.
And what's the third?
What's the third one? This is very hard.
Because this is our life, chill and eat.
Chill and eat. But I'm the only one for whom it shows. But what's the third? I don't know. Like, we both are very. Oh no, we already. So we're both very open people.
Yeah.
To a certain degree, I think we're like shy around new people.
And we all love our family. We keep very good relationships.
Yeah, screw the open thing. Family is very important. Okay, next one. Question number 9. For what in your life do you feel most grateful?
Oh, for you. Hey, no joking.
I mean, yes, okay. Same here. Also for you. But let's keep each other out of the question other than that.
The grateful thing or a person?
Just whatever. Like, just like what you feel grateful. It doesn't have to be a person.
Like, I born in my family, I would say.
That you born in your family?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm going to cry.
I mean, I guess for me it's my family too. And can you say the privilege that came with it? I don't know if it would say privilege. It's like the idea that I have friends who have horrible relationships with their family. Or even if they would consider the relationship to be good, it's nothing compared to what my family and I have. And then I think that I'm like happily can go home and it doesn't stress me out and I'm looking forward to see everyone. And
yeah, for me it's the same.
I mean, after a while, I'm also kind of happy now when, you get to leave and you have some more free time. But that feeling of happiness normally lasts a day. And then I'm like, This is boring. Where is everyone else?
Yeah, that's pretty normal, you know.
No.
Still, yeah, I'm very grateful.
No. But yes, I'm also I think it's also like, no, I know it's also you that I'm most grateful for.
Okay.
Okay, question number 10. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? I don't know.
No, I don't know either.
I don't have anything where I would say that is like went horribly wrong, please change it.
No.
There are things I would do differently now, obviously, in like when it comes to like life choices, but it's nothing that would have turned out different if I would have been raised differently.
Yeah, exactly. There would be nothing.
So
Yeah.
sorry, internet, our childhoods were too happy. We cannot answer that question.
Yes.
11. Oh, wait, no, for number 10, there's one thing. Oh, can I even say that?
Yeah.
Which when I was younger, I wished would be different.
Okay.
That there wasn't, oh God, what the hell's going on today? That there wasn't such a large age difference between my siblings and I. But now I don't care. Even then, like it didn't really bother me. It wasn't like not bad, because 99% of the time it had only advantages. The only time when I thought like, oh, it had disadvantages was like when I was sad that they moved out because they went to university and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's it. Anyways, okay, so at least a little bit of an answer. Wait. Oh God. Do we want to do this? Question number 11. Take 4 minutes and tell your partner your life story in as much detail as possible.
Maybe another episode.
Maybe another episode. There, we're just going to do this. Okay, I'm sorry. Question. Oh, we can do that as our intro. Oh, no. Anyways, maybe we're going to do this another time. But like 4 minutes is... Or should we just do it real quick? Or like, let's not do 4 minutes, just like very quick rundown. But we did that in the pilot episode. Or we tried to do that in the pilot episode.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Skip. Next question. Question number 12.
I was just afraid I'm going to cry. So
If you tell your life story in like as much detail as possible. And very
no,
short.
I'm telling you like my story, and then it's really a lot of you involved, and it's just moved on.
Okay. Question number 12. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
I don't know. Coding?
What?
Coding.
Oh, coding. Okay.
So I can find a job.
That would be interesting. Okay.
Or programming. I don't know, anything IT related.
I don't know if saying that is cheating, but I would say speak every language in existence.
Oh, fuck yeah! Stimmt.
So I think that's the... I don't know if that's like really what they mean with it, but like...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just too realistic, I guess.
I think so too.
Otherwise, I'll just...
You need more imagination.
Yeah, I want the power of the Superman.
You want the power of the Superman? Hey, if you're allowed to make fun of me pronouncing like V and W weird, I'm allowed to make fun of that. Okay. Oh, and now we're moving on to set number 2.
Set number 2.
So we're only at question 13. Okay. So now we're gonna switch it up. So I'm gonna respond first.
Yeah.
Okay. So question number 13. If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know? Okay, so the crystal ball can tell me whatever the hell I want to know? Oh, God. Okay, so I'm going to say the first thing that came to mind, not the second thing that came to mind. The first thing that came to mind was... do aliens exist? Like, I would really, really, really like to know if there are other forms of life out there.
Wow, what a good answer.
Because it's something that fascinates me so much. And like the other day, I read something again, which I see again every couple months, and I read through it every single time. Like different theories about this. So like theories like, for example, there is nothing else out there because we are much earlier than everyone else, or we are much later than everyone else. So everyone else already died, and we're the last ones out there. Or for example, that there are other life forms, but to them, we are so underdeveloped that they say, okay, it's not worth getting a talk of them. So anyway, so this is the first thing that came to mind. There are a couple other things, but this is the first thing that came to mind for me.
My first thing is like, when am I going to find a job?
What?
I don't know. See, I'm stressed. Yeah, no, I would say whether there will be a day that we, Taiwan, can actually be called Taiwan.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
We don't want to be bullied anymore.
So you would be willing to take the risk of the of the crystal ball telling you, sorry, in like 10 years, like China is just gonna like roll over you and take it over.
Yeah. Then I can give up sooner.
Then you can be like, okay, I'm just gonna take the German citizenship then, bye.
Nah, because you have this hope, so you will want to know.
Okay.
Yes, I'm Miss World.
All right, question number 14. Is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? Why haven't you done it? Something I've dreamed of doing for a long time.
Wow.
I think... I mean, I'm going to be honest, like one of the things I've thought about or like wanted to do for a long time is like this whole podcast, YouTube, Instagram thing, what we're doing now. But besides that, something I've always wanted is like work in the medical field and then never done it. Now, because I'm like, okay, I don't want to go back to med school. And also, I think I have a completely wrong idea of what it's like to be a doctor and everything. But before I didn't do it, just like for all kinds of different reasons. Like there was never, like the timing was just never right, as stupid as it sounds.
Yeah.
But I think that's the only thing I can think of where it's like something I've dreamed of doing that I've never done.
Okay. For me, wow. I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, maybe that's a good thing then.
Yeah.
Maybe that means pretty much everything you've like really dreamed of, you've done or tried.
I guess.
And so...
Yeah, I guess. I don't... Yeah, see, I don't know.
Okay. Then on to the next question. Also, by the way, question number 14 has a little bit of a foreshadowing. Because by the time you guys are listening to this, or like the day this will go live, it's going to be my 30th birthday. And I thought as kind of like a 30th birthday episode, what I wanted to do was something with the title. I'm like, would your 12-year-old self be proud of you?
Oh, God. That's very stressful.
I know, but I still want to do it. It's going to be very therapeutic. Anyways, yeah, about that. Okay, so considering we're already 35 minutes in, I'm going to say we do one more question, or like two more questions, because then we're halfway through, and then we can
Do another episode.
Yeah. So, question number 15. What is the greatest accomplishment of your life? Oh, Jesus Christ. The greatest accomplishment of my life.
Yeah, we are not 30 yet, hello? So what should we achieve?
Oh, God, I don't know.
Stop stressing us. society.
But still, I mean, you kind of, I think we're kind of overthinking it in a sense.
Yes, I think my greatest achievement is I don't compare. I've gained this ability of comparing yourself to other people. You will never be happy. And then I think I've in this certain kind of situation that's I just don't give a shit.
I mean, that again, very impressive. Because this is something I wish I could do, but I can't. This is also something so many people, like managers of mine and stuff, have told me, like, don't compare yourself to others. It's not gonna make you happy.
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna and the thing is, like, I'm never really comparing myself in the sense of, like, oh, look what they have achieved. It's more like, why the hell are they in the position that they're in, and I'm not in that same position as above? Because in my opinion, I am a lot better, smarter, and everything than them.
But yeah, of course, there's still some moments you would think that, oh, maybe it's good to, at this stage of life, you have this and that would be great. But then you just like, but I think I'm also very happy with where I'm in right now. And I'm still trying very hard to do what I want to do. So then you just like, it's no meaning to compare.
Then I would say my greatest accomplishment, if this is going to be super cheesy again, I'm sorry about this, is meeting you and marrying you. Because I did not think that I would be married by the time I'm 29. And I didn't think I would ever find someone that I could stand that long, or who could stand me that long. Because normally I'm the kind of person who's like, even with like super good friends, I'm like, okay, we hang out for a weekend, but now it's okay. Like, let's go our separate ways for the next 3 months and then meet again. Something like this. So I think that is quite an accomplishment for me.
I see that as I also see that as an accomplishment, achievement.
You managed to be a person that I want to marry. So that sounded super weird. Anyways, no, let's move on before I make this weirder. Final question for today.
Okay.
Question number 16. What do you value most in a friendship? I know that one. I want to explain what it's like. Loyalty. Loyalty in the sense that also something that is very important to me in a friendship is, even because we all have very busy lives and all of that stuff. So even if, for example, we haven't talked in a year, not because neither one of us wanted to, it's just like, life happens. And then I call you up. There's nothing like, oh, why didn't you call? Or like, the people don't message me because they're like, oh, he should message first. And then if you talk again after a year or even longer, it's as if you never stop talking. And I'm very lucky to say I have a lot of friends who do that, or who I can do that with. And then just loyalty also in the sense of like, you don't stab each other in the back. And
yeah, I think, that's the same answer as mine. Literally the same. Because like you say, like we all busy, and then we all have our little lives and stuff, and then it's impossible to keep in touch every day or every week or every month, sometimes even years. But when you like need a hello or need a warm hug and stuff, you can always call those friends and say, hey, do you want to hang out or grab a drink or something? And they were just like, yeah, of course, sure, let's do it. Yeah.
And as a bonus question, what I hate most, or like, then it's not even a friendship, because then we're not going to be friends for very long. It's like when people only come to you when they need something, but then like try to hide it. Like I had people in my life, and still have, who are like, oh, hey, how you doing? Let's chat. And then it turns out very quickly they're not interested in what you have to say.
No.
They just want to then either, brag about something they've achieved, or like need something from you.
Yeah, I'm very often that kind of person that when this thing comes to me, I was just cut a crap. What do you want?
I just ghost the people afterwards.
No, I don't. I just like, so are you? What are you selling then? Tell me. I see if I want it or need it. If I do, then job. But if I don't, then ciao. Yes.
I think that was a good ending.
Yeah, no.
Or like
think so too.
a good time for a little pause until the next episode,
Yeah.
where we then finish it off. So I hope you all enjoyed our little excursion with those 16 questions.
Yeah, we do. We enjoy it a lot.
Well, I did enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, me too.
And you all hopefully fell a little bit more in love with this so lovable couple that the two of us are.
Lovable.
And
sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. No. I'm just used to having to interrupt him to sing. Otherwise, this is going to go on for the next 10 minutes. So, anyways, then we are looking forward to see whatever you next time when we finish the other 16 questions. And in the meantime, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, review, all of those fun things. And also feel free to, if you see this on YouTube or anywhere where you can comment, just let us know what your responses would be to those questions. So, 再见.
Auf Wiedersehen.